I want to borrow you for a lifetime. To this day, I still don't quite understand how I ended up lending myself to him so carelessly. It probably started with that so-called borrowing money incident. From that moment on, I unknowingly stepped right into the little love trap he had so cleverly set. It was during my sophomore year of college. He was a year ahead of me, the head of the student union sports department. Charming, humorous, calm under pressure, and well liked by everyone. I was just one of his team members. He was good at everything: long jump, running, shot put, basketball. He was always the star at every sports event on campus. One evening, he asked me to meet up, saying he had something important to discuss. We walked for a long time under the tree-lined path before sitting down at a stone table. I asked what it was about. He cleared his throat and, with a serious expression, began. After spending this time with you, I've come to see you as a kind and lovely girl, and I believe my honesty and reliability have also left a deep impression on you. I looked at his face in the moonlight, handsome and slightly delicate, with a mix of curiosity and suspicion, waiting for him to continue. So today, I've gathered the courage to say 3 words to you. My heart began to race. I quickly looked away from him. If these 3 words end up ruining this wonderful relationship we have, I'll be very sorry. But if they help us move forward into a deeper connection, I'll be incredibly happy. My feet were nervously shuffling, my hands fidgeting with each other, and my cheeks were burning uncontrollably. My eyes darted around awkwardly. I think any girl, just starting to understand love, would have felt the same way I did. Nervous, yet secretly hopeful. But then, his next words nearly made me faint from rage. Can I borrow some money? I looked up, stunned, just in time to catch the blush creeping up his face as he tried to hold back laughter, his eyes full of mischief. The moment I realized he had seen all my flustered reactions, I exploded. I stood up in fury and punched him square in the chest. He quickly dodged and finally burst out laughing. Hey, you were the one who thought of those 3 words. Himph. I'm not lending you anything now, I snapped, storming off. Hey! Come on, it was just a joke. Don't be so stingy. I thought about it, realized I had overreacted a little, and couldn't help laughing myself. Just like that, the awkwardness disappeared. In the end, I did lend him the money, and as he predicted, it brought us closer. We became best friends who shared everything. When he graduated and left school, I was heartbroken, but he just gave my hand a casual shake and walked away. After that, we stayed in touch through phone calls. He'd tell me funny stories from job hunting and work, and I'd vent to him about whatever was bothering me. He always made me laugh, no matter what. Over time, I found myself looking forward to his voice more and more. I was surprised by how I felt, but I couldn't deny the truth anymore. I had fallen for him. After graduation, I moved to the city where he was living without a second thought. The distance and time had done nothing to separate us. We picked up right where we left off, living peacefully, like we did back in college. Most of our free time was spent together. Half a year later, one evening after dinner, we were walking down the street, chatting aimlessly. Suddenly, he said, "It's been almost 3 years since we met. In that time, we've gotten to know each other really well." I instantly recalled that night, 3 years ago. I laughed and interrupted him. "What? Are you about to ask me for money again? Just say it." "No, let me finish," he said, with the same serious tone as before. All right. You're going to say 3 words. And if these 3 words ruin our perfect friendship, you'll be very sorry. But if they make us even closer, you'll be very happy. Right? Go ahead. How much? But instead of bursting out laughing like before, he looked at me calmly and said, "This time, I don't want to borrow money." "Then what do you want to borrow? I don't own much." "I want to borrow you." I froze, staring at his steady face. "I want to borrow you first as my girlfriend, then as my wife, then as the mother of my children, and finally, as my partner for life. Can I?" His gentle eyes pierced right through me. I stood there in a daze, not even realizing I was nodding, until he suddenly pulled me into his arms. After we got married, life was peaceful and full of joy. I often think back to that night, his serious expression in the moonlight, his uncontrollable laughter. One day, I asked him, "You know, I'm probably the only woman on earth who was borrowed into marriage. Tell me the truth. Was that money thing in college just a setup?" He grinned and replied, "Does it matter? We were both in on it. It takes 2 to tango."